Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back again with another video. I'm here with my friends. Say hi guys.
Hi guys.
Hi. So obviously we're back again today. We can see you lot were loving the little first thing we done there. If you haven't checked out that video, guys, go and click it right now. Go and click it right now.
As some of you lot might have seen on your UK gossips, your shade barrage, your made you thinks. Dappy, I don't even want to speak on this too tough because we're gonna just use this to bounce off of. You understand? But so Dappy's mother of his children slash ex-girlfriend or whatever, she so she is I think engaged to a convict in America who has been who allegedly murdered his auntie and I think his ex-girlfriend
and stepmom
and I think stepmother. Anyways, so we were speaking about in general, how do you end up with a jailbird? So I don't know, this whole discussion I think today it's gonna be bouncing up and down, but I feel like a lot of this conversation is about men, like would you date someone in jail? Because remember like when we was like briefly speaking on it, it's one thing, like I think we can separate it into cool, they're doing what they're doing on the outside and then they get caught. So essentially how does a woman navigate that field where 1 minute he's doing what he's doing and he's, you know, he's getting away with it, and then when the shit hits the fan, how do you navigate that? Are you holding it down? Because I'm not.
I would definitely say that you have to look at it as like on a case-by-case basis, yeah, because it's not, because right now, yeah, I don't want us to group, I don't want to group people together and say that like every person is like this, or every criminal is this type of person. That's not the truth. Like there's different family, meet people from all different avenues, fucked up, nice, whatever. I don't know, me personally, you gotta be real close to me for me to really think, rah, I'm gonna wait, or I'm gonna hold it down, or I'm gonna, because really and truly, yeah, people need to understand facing a jail sentence mentally, that's challenging, you know. Even being in there and having to like being in a relationship and trying to hold down somebody that's in jail, their mind is doing a whole different 100 miles compared to you. Do you get what I'm saying? Compared to your mind. So being with somebody like, or taking somebody seriously from jail, it's definitely a big commitment that is not for the weak-hearted.
I feel like we have to take it step by step, because how did you even end up in jail? So if we're bringing it to this whole, as we said, occupation and whatnot, let's say, obviously people end up in jail for bare different stuff. Because obviously, my point is, the first reason we even talk about this was because the guy ended up in jail because he was killing somebody. But we're not talking about murderers and that. We're talking about boys who do this lifestyle in it. The lifestyle of fraud and trapping and all that shit. Let's say you get caught for that. So we're not talking about murdering and stabbing people and all that shooting. We're not talking about them kind of guys. It's mainly about how guys make their money and end up in jail. So before they even ended up in jail for that, could you guys date a guy who is even in this line of work? So trappers and man that are trapping, man that are doing fraud, all of that. Could you not date someone?
I think it's a young woman's sport, man. I can't lie. I think it's a young girl's sport, all of that stuff.
Very young woman.
It's a young girl's sport. Me personally now, never.
I could actually never. I can't even lie to you. Sorry. Like it's not even. This is not disputing the fact that it's not a diss. Like I understand. Don't get me wrong. I can argue for so many points. I can completely understand what leads people to get into this life. Not everyone has it easy. Some people do this shit to put food on their table. Do you get what I'm saying? But I feel like in this day and age we live in, that is not even the main reason why you're doing that. And for me, that's what makes me not like it. You're not doing this as a survival technique. You're not doing this because you genuinely cannot eat. You're doing this because you want to live a certain lifestyle that you can't afford. So why are you so hell-bent on pleasing other people? Because it's not for yourself. Let's be serious. It's not for yourself. Do you not think people do this stuff for themselves?
I think it's like, for me, down to short-term gratification for me. I think it's something that's mad in our like culture, quote unquote. So and I feel like because it pervades, I think the male, actually it pervades both boys and girls. But I was gonna say with males, I think they get a lot. The pressure comes a lot more.
About that today,
the pressure comes a lot more from their peers, everyone around them. Where it's like, I feel like with guys, it's harder to get away with not being cool. Does that make sense? If with a girl, especially in the hood, I'm talking about where we come from, you understand? Like, everywhere else, I can't speak for everyone else. I can't speak for where other people come from. But for where I grew up, I think it was harder for guys to like be like quote unquote, you know, not flashy or, you know, not trying to be hard. I think those guys would have had it a lot. Like as a girl, you can kind of, I think you can kind of float in the background. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think man have more pressure. So I think that's what will lead man, like, okay, you might have a good home and you might have food on the table, but the man them are laughing at you because of your crepe, so you're gonna trap to get nice crepe. Do you know what I mean? I think that can be
and we understand
a big thing.
that, like, we can't even, because obviously, come on, let's be, the way I look at it, yeah, it depends on where you've come from and what's around you. Because for example, within society, there was a point where people wore flares, and all of a sudden it wasn't cool to wear flares anymore. Yeah. And everyone jumped on wearing slim fit jeans, then it moved to skinny jeans. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to move with the times. I get it. I understand, but the ways in which you want to do that, I don't like that. For me, I don't know, man.
But I feel like
I don't know.
From 16, yeah, when you're in secondary school, like, you're already exposed to that enough through secondary, innit? When you get to 16 and these things, as a female coming from somewhere where, like, you might have less money, like, family-wise, I don't know, you might want to make money, it's like a lot of girls probably tend to get a part-time job or something like that.
Yeah.
But boys, especially having already seen guys once you've been in school, looking up to, like, the elders, or even boys who are in your year more time, even the ages that they're doing it now is young. So it's like, you've already seen dons. You think doing one little shift in, like, a little retail job, one little £50 a shift is gonna make you, it's not gonna do nothing for you. Because when you're seeing people who's making big 200, 300, I mean, I don't know, at them ages they're 200, 300, I don't know, is a lot. They see, like, the boys around them doing more. You're not gonna want to go and get a little part-time job. Like, you're gonna see what they have. And more time now, you have to understand the standard of like acceptance, I feel like, is rising. Like when we was in school, year 7, year 8, getting a little pair of Nike trainers, little, you know, Adidas trackie or something, it was styles them times. Now if you're not wearing little runners on your feet and that, do you know what I mean? The standard of life is, like, risen now, man. Like, you get 16, 17 year olds now wearing Balenci's on their feet, and they move like that. £500 to get that is nothing, and, like, it's so accessible to everyone. And really and truly, people need to understand, even, like, inflation and all of these things, it hasn't gone up that much for us to have upgraded from little Nike 97s to flipping Balenci runners. Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, it's a very higher standard now that they hold for the kids who are in school. So I'm not even slandering people who may feel like that, but I feel like you actually have to ride it out and not let your young mind be indoctrinated by the people.
If we obviously, it's easy to speak for people of that age group, but I feel like when you get to, like, our age and older, I feel like those behaviors and characteristics are something I expect you to have matured out of, and I expect you to have unlearned. Do you understand? Because back then, come on, look at the way we used to be gassed over certain things, and it's just like, you know what, it's not for me, and that's that. When you're younger, your influence of your peers are so much greater than, I feel like the older you get, that influence should be less. And for me, that shows maturity. I'm someone who really glorifies hard work. I like a hard worker. I can understand coming from somewhere that is crazy. Fam, I understand not having money. Like, it's fucking mad, and you might have to do certain things, but like what I was saying to Deborah and Taleya the other day, yeah, I must have been, it was a very cold day, such a cold day in London, yeah, and there was someone outside the train station handing out magazines. I was just thinking, in this England, you see, in this Western society we live in, yeah, I can't speak for America, America's fucked, but in this England, you can't tell me there's no jobs. You can't tell me, and I understand, obviously, it's living life in the fast lane. You need to make money quickly. You think little hanging out a magazine, what, £7 an hour is going to do anything for you when you've got your donnies, one click, they've made, what, 2k? I understand, but why does the fact that your mentality even makes you think that how long are you going to be doing this shit for?
Like, how long is that going to sustain you? That's not sustainable. Like, and if you can't apply yourself in any other way, I'm looking at you like, you know what? And the thing that's deep is, like, man that do all this stuff, like, you evidently have some certain skills that you need to harness legitly, because you're only, like, we all know, like, I think any sensible, even minimally sensible person understands that there is no longevity in crime. Like, you people, you think you're Al Pacino, like, no, there's no longevity.
But the thing is, no, we're all defo smart ladies here, but I'll defo say that it's mad, because you somehow want to see yourself as the girl that's gonna hold it down and whatnot, because that's what's hyped up in society, like or hyped up by these people around. That stuff like loyalty is very spoken on, or staying like, I don't know, just staying loyal and staying like true to someone, or being there for them, riding and all of these things. But it's just like, listen, when you grow past a certain age, you have to understand, now it's my future. Do I want to now have a future with somebody who could potentially be fucking up their own, putting themselves in jail? And you that wants to be owning houses, mortgages and all of these things, are you going to be able to do that with that person? Is it sustainable?
What's your credit history saying?
Is it realistic?
There's guys like this that I've been friends with, and we have these real talks, and they'll be like, I'm going to stop. Till today, you were 18 when you're saying you're going to stop. You're 22, 23 now. You don't stop.
Exactly.
Till today, I'm going to ask you, you be talking about CVs with me. I'm going to ask you, okay, cool. You want me to help you do your CV? What's your job? Okay, what jobs have you done? Your job history, 0 out of 23. What the fuck have you been doing with yourself? What do you mean? What do you mean you ain't worked?
It's a weird one,
but you've been making money. So how have you been making that money? The thing is, some people can't work. Don't get me wrong. There's people that can't. I'm not speaking for those who actually cannot work, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't work. But you have the ability to work. You have the opportunity for a free education. You have the opportunity for certain things. And don't get me wrong, you man, I can argue this point, yeah? All these things I'm saying, I can say it on the flip side. I can back anyone that's in this lifestyle. So I don't want you to think that me rebuttaling these points, me going against this is me saying I don't understand. I understand it, fam. Man studies sociology. Man understands the education system is fucked. It's not that easy for certain ethnic groups, for certain social classes.
Why do you guys feel like certain girls might be, even why do you feel like boys feel like this is okay? Like this
I think it comes so much down to like upbringing, and then we all like, I think one thing that when we're young, I don't think our parents teach us enough about insecurities, and teach us enough about the fact that in life, like, you're going to go to school and your circumstances may not be the same as your peers. And I think some parents, I can't speak for everyone, I think some parents do that and do speak life to their child and make their child realise, listen, don't watch nothing, like, don't watch how much money we've got and listen, do you? However, I think even when our parents do these things and speak life into us, they don't prepare us for how we need to move when those insecurities hit, and those insecurities make you want to perpetuate a certain behaviour, and you want to, you know, start playing up to certain narratives. They don't teach us how to not do that when those insecurities hit. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
100%.
And that's not like me necessarily like blaming parents or like blaming parent stuff. Yeah, I mean, parents are human beings too at the end of the day. But I think because of that, with young men, where they've got all this pressure from the world, from their peers, from society, from parents, blah, 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 I think it's a lot like that, particularly for young black men. That's what I can speak on. I've got brothers, I've got loved ones who are young black men, who are grown black men, who I think can say that what I'm saying is true. Like, fam, they weren't taught that if you feel like a next man is flexing on you, you're not taught that, you know, you should be like, you know, it's not the same, you know what I mean? That energy, I think for them it's a lot of, okay, how am I gonna like be next up, as they will say. How am I gonna, you know what I mean, flex on somebody and stunt on somebody? And I think it all comes from a place of insecurity. Like, if you're, like, for me personally, what do you guys think of this? I do not look, any guy who is grown, who does things there's a big difference, yeah, and I think you can see it when someone enjoys nice things because they like them, but they have, their life is full, and this is just the excess sprinkling over, yeah. There's that, and then you see these young boys, I don't want to call them young men, these people can even be my age, but like, you can see that your cup has not overflown yet, but you want to juice everything out of criminality and it's like, I get it, innit? It's like, a lot of the time it's because these men come from certain this, and like we just touched on. But I look at that like, if you're grown, that means I look at that like you're insecure. I look at that like you ain't gotten a handle on your identity and how you need to move, despite, because there's one thing to like nice things, not like, I don't want anyone to ever think that I'm them people that hate on somebody because they like flashy things, they like nice things. There's one thing to like nice things.
There's even a difference between being a materialistic person and liking nice things.
Over. That's one thing. But when your life is not full and you're not like, fam, you don't know what I'm talking about. There's men who are sleeping on a mattress on the floor with Balenciaga boxes round the bed.
Oh, facts. What? Balenci's everywhere. The bathroom looks like trash. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Listen,
You go to the bathroom and the bath is not clean. Don't talk to me. But you're wearing Balenci's on your feet. Don't talk to me.
So your cup is not running over, but you want to do what? This is what I mean. So things like that, I look at it like insecurity. I generally look at some men I see and I just think, you're not happy because this thing, you think this jacket that's shining on your back, this off-white, that's gonna make you happy.
And a lot of these people already, from when their mentality is, I've got money so I can get this girl, that's already not the right mentality. Do you get what I'm saying? Because there's no amount of money that he can have that will be able to get me. And at the same time, the fact that he's even thinking that that's a possibility of him just thinking he can twang me. Like you know what? This is one thing as well. I'm gonna call out these boys, yeah, these people them that always say, you boys that are buying these girls Chanel's and these things. What? Listen, what stupid boys are you lot fucking girls that you don't like? Because why would a man have to buy me this for me to like him? Do you get what I'm saying? If I was really into him, I will say, babe, it's okay, you don't even need to buy that. So it's like, you know that are fucking with girls that are making you feel like you need that money.
In terms of like being a woman and dating a guy in prison, let's say you were already dating and he got caught for something, could you stay with a guy in jail?
The challenge, yeah, is even just keeping that bond going, and that even that boy, yeah, being in there and making sure that that girl's really the only one that's got your attention. Because really and truly, from what I know and from what I've heard that goes on in jail, you're definitely not the only one. Do you get what I'm saying? You're definitely not the only one that he's talking to. You think nighttime, 10 p.m, I'm coming off the phone because I've got work 7 a.m. My man is staying up. This guy will be like, okay, not my man because there's no man.
I think girls know that they don't need to wait. Like, you just feel the pressure, but you don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're not waiting because you want to wait.
Yeah.
If it was up to me, you will go, Joe, I'll develop myself, you develop yourself, and
okay, so then what makes a woman feel like she has to wait?
It's those
because that's what you don't have to
come
wait.
from being from the hood and that.
It's the guilt.
Yeah, it's because
the riding
in the
force,
hood.
it's the Bonnie and Clyde.
In the hood, yeah, the way they look at women, that you gotta struggle. If you didn't really struggle, you're not a woman.
I get what you mean in terms of like
so
love
the struggle
and relationships.
Yeah, like, you know, she really held it down.
I
For example,
agree.
Gucci Mane and Keisha Kio, whatever her name is. That's my woman, that's my bride. That. Fuck that. I ain't nobody's ride or die.
Why I gotta die?
Fuck that. Are you my motherfucking son? Get the fuck out of here with this shit.
And let me tell you why it's all fucked up anyway. You could have rode that year and a half and the last 6 months and said fuck this. And now he's only gonna take me for being a dickhead because I acted like a dickhead in the last 6 months. But nobody's gonna take in that year and a half that I held it down. So forget it. You're proving yourself to people who will pick up one bad thing of what you've done and fucking stretch it. Do you know what I mean? And make it seem like and try to twist around and take away from everything good you've done. The one bad thing you do, so forget it.
All the money you've put on canteen, everything gets wiped out because you don't want to be with them no more because they're a little idiot. But then, because they're a little idiot and they're in jail, they deserve sympathy. No. You
can even hold it down, yeah. You can hold it down for quite some time and they come out and they don't want you anymore.
I just feel like it's a lot to ask a partner to wait. No one's gonna wait. You need to know that for sure.
It's selfish as fuck.
No one's gonna wait. You work on yourself. You come out, you do your thing. If we make it back to each other, we make it back. But no one's waiting.
If we don't, then we don't.
Yeah.
A man with that's not looking to no one else. I think that's the most beautiful type of man. He's standing firm in who he is and his what he's doing. He's not looking at. He's in his own lane. Like, that's why I find those men the most amazing type of men. Because some men are real upstanding, integral, like. You know them thorough guys, you know what I'm talking about? Them guys are so thorough. I love a guy like that. Not all this,
like my man.
Do my Mary jeans look lit? Do my Mary jeans look lit? Shut up, man. I hate that shit. Like, them man seem so insecure. Like, them man that are just so, hey, watch the drip. Watch the drip. Guys, you can be confident. You can be confident and you can love your shit and you can love your swag and you can be all these great things, yeah? 100%. But if you're not an integrous, upstanding, nice man, first and foremost, everything else after that to me is just water. It's water. Sexiness exudes when it comes from a place of
security.
When it comes from a place of security, a place of identity.
Knowing that your source is not about what you own and it's not about your financial situation.
Yeah.
I can't count your qualities. I shouldn't be able to count that shit. It's not a numerical. For me, that's where the sexiness comes from. Where even when you ain't got, you still have.
Yep.
Because Do you know what I'm saying?
Preach it, sister.
Even when you ain't got, you still have.
Yeah.
And you're a wholesome man.
Wholesome, that's the word. Wholesome.
We're only in our early 20s. Not everyone is coming out of uni or didn't go to uni or whatever, and at this age they're really working and they're on a salary. No, fuck that. Some people are at home with their mum, not working.
Yeah, not working.
I don't look at that like as if it's
and
weird.
I'm looking at a man like
Some
that,
people
like
feel
he's
like-
down. No.
Yeah, that's not what makes a man young. It's not about, oh yeah, now he's got a job and no, and that's not what makes a man. And the fact that women place so much value on all that shit, it's like, fam.
It's his character, ladies. His character needs to speak for itself. Like, honestly, I thank God for meeting a man where everything in the beginning, I was literally like, how can a guy be like this? I was always like,
bro, 100%, man.
What? That's what you need to look for in a man, his character. And that character will show you where he will be in the future.
Everything we're doing in life is for that perfect future. Once you get with a guy, I'm not saying a guy that's gone to jail, he's written off, but it's like, why add that extra burden to your future? Of now trying to help someone pick themselves back up.
Especially
and I'm not saying you can't be that person because
displaying change.
I was on house party, yeah. There was one guy in prison and I was just thinking, I'm talking to him and I'm just like, so you're telling me you're on house party right now in prison, and that's what I'm saying. Chatting to people in prison, it's not even a matter because he was a lovely guy. So you're a lit guy, like we can actually be friends. But then I just thought, imagine, obviously I've got a man, guys, I'm putting it out there, but I'm just thinking, imagine this is how girls actually meet guys in prison. And they decide to keep getting to know them, now settle down with them. How do you even feel emotionally satisfied with a guy that can't even talk to you whenever you want? Stuff as little as that. Why are you limiting yourself to that? You can't even just FaceTime him. You can't even just link him. You can't even just... Why are you depriving yourself of that beautiful, healthy relationship because you want to date a guy? And I'm not saying people in prison don't deserve love, but prison is a consequence. You're in prison for a reason. And losing out on these relationships is one of the consequences. Hence why just don't fucking commit crime. Do you know what I'm saying?
I was even going to take it back to this sitch with Dappy's baby mum or whatever. From what I know, I think she was only talking to the guy for like 2 months. And the thing is, yeah, what for me, from what I read, yeah, she's like moved there to help him appeal his case and all of these things. But for someone that you've been chatting to for 2 months or however, whatever long period it was, yeah, it's not surprising, but it's just annoying.
I think it's fucking
see.
shocking, mate.
It's annoying to see. Yeah,
I think it's ridiculous. A man that killed 3 women.
Yeah, no, it's not okay. I was just gonna say, like, it's crazy how in those weak moments, it's like, why do us, the females on the outside, now look to them and we look at ourselves like the female that can fix them, that can help them? They're in this weak point in jail where they have no one else, and that's why we may be attracted to them, because you think they don't have anybody else to talk to right now. I can be that woman that helps him, fixes him, I don't know, sends him
Don't
books
be that
and
fucking
shit,
woman,
does all of these types of things. But it's I feel like it's really important to understand, yeah, you also need somebody to maintain you, innit? It's like, why should I love and give all of my love and care to help repair this person when I'm touching my weak points? I can't turn to you, and I have to deal with that by myself. And it's like upsetting that in a weird way, yeah, these women are manipulated into thinking that this man is really gonna be with them when they come out, and it hurts. Like, that's what I'm saying. So
you're not
even from what I'm seeing, her
There's
kids
so
are
much
like,
plenty of fish in this sea.
fam, her kids are like 10 and 11. You're moving all the way to the US for man? Are you fucking joking me, bro?
From man, and for me, that's what I'm saying. Women like this need help. I genuinely think women like this.
No, I don't think they need help. I just think they're easily manipulated. That's it. They're just weak-minded. It's not even gonna need help.
That's why you need help. You need help because you're so easily manipulated.
No, I think it's a lack of self-love. It's a lack of self-love, man.
Thank you,
and that's why you need help.
Yeah, but
you need help.
But is that a thing that you can go to the doctor and diagnose you for? Like, it's a thing where, bro, you need to.
I can't diagnose you.
That's some internal-ish.
That's internal, but sometimes people need help to learn to love themselves.
True.
You need that. Some people can't even see their beauty until someone tells them. There's some people, they need to go to therapy to unlearn certain things. Yeah. Like, how can you place your value in a man so much? Has she even met him? Did she even meet him in person? No, it makes me so... It's sad. It's just sad. That's what it is. I can't judge you because I can't be like, oh yeah, these damn girls. I need to understand.
It comes from a place of insecurity.
That's what I'm saying. And those things that even led to those insecurities, it's not your fault. Like, you think the ideal woman will think, yeah, sure, I'm gonna choose to be with a guy in prison and wait for him for 7 years. No woman wants to do that. Nobody in their right mind wants to do that. Who wants that? Who wants that? So even from time when you're like that, it's not even your fault. Like, all these things, when women are so fam, I can't even talk right now.
They can like you get women who their life is controlled by their men in prison. Like they're men who might have gone through like long times and whatnot. Of them, like just fam, I've seen it with my own eyes, and it's real sad. I can't lie. Draining that from women, innit, making them feel like on the outside they have to. It's like I'm living in prison with you, bro. Like fuck that, man.
I think if we bring it back to individuals, yeah, like I don't even want to look at it on a man is sucking her dry or she's doing it. Like if we're looking at it on a base level of if you do the right thing, if you could like you're in control of your actions and who you're with, like if you're doing what you know is right for you, no one else can really come into that bubble and take away from that and affect that or whatever, if you're loving yourself and doing what's right for you. So I look at it like it takes two to tango, and a lot of the time you get two people who are codependent. Let's talk about codependency. It's not always just a man telling a woman. Sometimes she is also very emotionally dependent on him for where her joy comes from and stuff like that, and that's what's so unfortunate. You know what I mean?
But
and vice versa.
my thing is when it comes, I always bring
that
up
unhealthiness, that toxicity is what leads to people feeling bound, and that for me that's spiritual also. But to release yourself, to free yourself from that bondage, you have to now learn, okay, who is really gonna be there for me? Like who is really only there for me? Me, and who else is in there in your heart? Christ, the Holy Spirit. Other than that, your mom, your dad, your grandma, your brother, your sister, your husband, no one's got you, and no one like at the end of the day, things like marriage and those amazing and like which I think is a beautiful covenant, yeah. Things like marriage, yeah, is because it's and not just marriage. I think there's many things, family for example, that God gave us to show us that you're not alone in this world. However, you have to learn to stand firm in yourself, and then you can nurture those around you. Do you understand? So where you've got people 100%. Being codependent, where they're not even, there's no joy in them, like the girl is not feeding the guy with anything healthy or good, the guy isn't feeding the girl with anything healthy or good, so you lot are both just there dependent on each other, because without you're feeling like without one person or without this person that you're gonna break or you're gonna that's the saddest. Like when I had a close friend of mine who, it's like I'm showing you how much I love you, you're like, but you don't love yourself. You just think that this guy is everything. Like
he's not.
It's actually like it's bare sad. Like when I'm like, it's actually very sad.
I think what it's sadder when they're this age as well, because I think that's definitely something that I feel like my teenage years I definitely experienced that lack of self-love and feeling like my value is in whatever that person says it is. However, the real sadness is when you literally touch this age and you literally see people still going through them type of battles that I done dealt with and I done buried. Obviously everyone is different, but for me it mad hurts me, especially even when I see girls moving crazy over guys and placing their mad value in what that person has. Like it hurts me because another it's just human being. You should have that love to know that you are so beautiful and powerful, and just step into your own power and understand it.
Knowing what love is, yeah, I feel like even though some people haven't been raised in a certain, it's so fun, especially when I have this kind of conversation, I try not to dive too much into psychology because it just gets long.
No, dive into it.
But not everyone's atmosphere has been nurturing. Do you understand? We could talk about what being raised in a loving household is like. Some people can say that more than others, and you learn the relationships you had with your parents and your caregivers is basically a stepping stone to the kind of relationships you would have. So for example, when people talk about daddy issues and that, it's not capping, it's not a joke, it's not just a personality trait, it's a real thing. Do you understand? Like that absence of a man, even some people, their fathers have passed away. It's not even like as if they grew up in a home where their dad is alive but he's absent and it's like, oh yeah, my dad's a prick, I'm looking for love. Some people just didn't even grow up with a father, and they constantly just, there's a natural absence, because you don't forget. I feel like people forget, and I need to bring it back. We're humans. Do you understand? There's foundations in our bodies that have to be fulfilled. For example, we have a natural reward system. We need that love. Having that father in your life is so important, and that's what I'm saying. Like knowing what love is. Some people didn't have the opportunity to grow up around that. Some people saw their dads hitting on their mums. Some people are getting raped by their own dad. There comes a time where, I don't know, because even knowing you need help, at what point do you yourself even identify that this is a problem, I need help?
I need help.
Because some people, it's just their reality. And that's why it's very easy for some of us who are able to even see the toxicity in certain relationships to be like, yeah, Skeen, I will never have that, that's toxic. Because I've spoken to certain people, and that's why you might toxic relationships coming up next year. But that's why when you talk to someone that's been in a toxic relationship, yeah, they can't even see that it's toxic.
Yeah, when you're in it, like, you're not seeing it. Women
should make it a point of duty that regardless of what you've been through, you go out of your way to research what love is and what it looks like and what it means. Because even as a child, when we grew up watching Cinderella and shit, fairy tales, when you're watching these movies, we see what love is. Even if you ain't experienced it, a part of you, and some people are so broken, it's not even your fault. Some people, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
But I know in every human being, a part of you knows what you're accepting. It's not what you're meant to be accepting.
Yeah.
A part of you knows that what you're allowing yourself to live, this reality that you're allowing to be your reality, it's not meant to. This is not what happiness is. You know you're depressed. I'm going on a tangent. My thing is, women, we need to know what love is, innit? If it means you need to go out, watch more movies, read more books, speak to your parents, even get close to friends that just understand that that you're in, whatever relationship that you're in, this bondage with this guy, that he's doing this, he's doing that. Even a man expecting you to wait for him outside of prison, I think that ain't love.
That ain't love.
It changes when children are involved. I'm not talking for wives and all them. Like, that's a that's actually a transaction. Like, it's a business transaction once you marry someone and there's a child now. 100%. You have to live up to certain things. So I'm not talking for that. I'm talking for younger girls my age and a bit older. Thinking for a man to even expect you, for example, he does drugs, he's telling you to hold this. Are you crazy? The fact you think, oh yeah, you know, that means he sees me as someone worthy enough to even carry that bag for him. Woman, a man, a guy that asks you to do something like that, you wanna talk about love?
He doesn't love you.
But it's sad, yeah, because girls stepping into this life of just even being sexualized. Like, me and Deborah were talking about this not too long ago. Like, I think just being young and we're the prey and they're the predator. So it's like, it's like when you're young, yeah, I don't know, but the attention that you'll get, yeah, it's like if you haven't, for example, maybe grown up around like a fatherly figure or anything like that, or you don't have any brothers, or I don't know, like in any case, you could have bare brothers, I don't know, but you may just like and take anything that's being given and just accept that as being love because maybe the other person is showing you that's love. I'm sure the first time I said to my first boyfriend like I love you or whatever, bruv, did I even know what love was? Did I even know if I meant that? Maybe he was saying it and I just felt like I had to say it back, so I started believing that it might have been love, but I obviously didn't. Do you know what I'm saying?
I just feel like once you even have to doubt whether it's love.
No, of course, at the time I probably wasn't. At the time I feel like I definitely probably thought it was love, but now
I'm not even saying as a rebuttal to what you said. I'm just saying, what does love even mean, like, fam? Like, you know what, the easiest way, the easiest way to
said that this is what girls need to go and learn, because it's what they need to, what we all need to learn.
Because the easiest way to even start to even learn this, the easiest way to start to learn this is when you ask yourself, the person you most value in your life, would you wish this situation on them? So let's say I might have a best friend, would I wish my relationship on my best friends? Of course I will, because I have a fucking great relationship. But some people, they'll actually think, I know you won't even be mad happy in this, sis, you know. If you can tell sis that, why can't you tell yourself that? Guy, if you can tell sis that, why can't you tell yourself that? But then even, where does the willpower come from? How do women empower themselves? I don't know how to help you. I can't.
Today I spoke to these two about the 7 eyes. I feel like we'll touch more on that in a different video, because this video is going to be jam-packed, But one of those eyes is individual awareness of gifts and talents, When you become aware of those things that make you special, that make you stand out from your friends, and it's those things that are so dear to you, you can't even compare it, it's just you, things that like God put in you, when you become, I think, mad aware of those things, I think any man, any woman, you should look at yourself, even stand up now, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I am lit, I am amazing, I am great, I am beautiful, I am smart, I am intelligent.
And
like,
this is
these
literally
things, like speaking life into yourself, will boost you up so that nobody, no man, no woman, no one can tell you nothing. I think enough people, we speak bad on ourselves. We all know, like, a lot of time we speak bad on ourselves. So of course, if a next man is coming and he's saying a 1-2 sweet thing, but all the next things he's saying are bad and toxic, you might be thinking, well, it's normal. it's acceptable because you do it yourself. So is that not what you're expecting from a next man? Someone who loves God before everything else, and then their love for God reflects outside into their family and how they love their friends and how they love their girlfriend. Like, a man like that is the best man you can come across. So find a guy who's not only mad normal, mad like me, but also God-fearing and also kind and respectful and ooh, that shit is sexy. I know I'm a good person. I know I'm a good friend. I know I'm, you know, like those things that are like, so it's good to know some good things about yourself so that no matter what, you have a certain standard that you can't fall below.
The main point is, yeah, I feel like with everything we've all been saying is that it's all just come down to God. Once you have God in your life, to start with, you will know what love is. And me too, I'm still looking for God, but
that's the thing. Don't this is the thing, we're not talking about with the strongest of everything, but just have it in your periphery, fam. Do you get it? No one's telling you have to be like this is what I'm saying. We're all on our own journeys. It's not to say nothing, but just have it in your periphery. Do you get what I'm saying? You don't, people, listen, to marry somebody or even to have a child with, that's forever, you know. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't take it like it's a light-hearted thing and you can do it with anyone. Don't go for somebody who you know is not on your fucking level. Like, I've literally, when I look back at some of the guys that I've literally spent time with, I have to ask myself, like, what? Tell me. What was I trying to do?
What was you actually trying to do?
It weren't me. It's not me. That's not who I am. That's not what I represent. They don't represent anything that I represent. I find it, and especially I feel like for academic girls like us, yeah, it's hard. Do you get what I'm saying? To find that balance. You look at the bad boys and think, yeah, they're nice. Yeah, I want that. But me knowing the girl that I am and the girl that I'm growing,
you know, you can't bring it home.
Yeah. Do you know how many guys I've met? I love your vibe, but I can't
bring it home. It's not aligned with God's plan for me and even my mum's plan for me, fam. My mum will not allow it. I'm sorry. Sorry. Taking that step in that legit life is just attractive to me. I feel like it's brought me like a lot of peace, knowing that you can find guys that is exactly like the waste man that you were linking. They just got a job. Do you get what I'm saying?
They got a job or they got their own business.
Let's be serious. Yeah? We see the nice cars. Yeah? We see the salary. We see... At the end of the day, I'm not trying to marry no broke ass, motherfucking stupid ass, road sweeping ass nigga. Like, I want someone that can hold me the fuck up. I want someone that can buy me nice things. Even tell me, don't worry, babe, I got 70% of that. Do you get what I'm saying? Who doesn't want that? That's what I'm saying. These trappers and these fraud, they're not gonna bring you that. Not now, anyway.
They might bring it to you in the short run, but it's not a long run, darling. You're in the hotel. A man is knocking on the hotel saying, "Bro, the payment as a you gotta live." Like, what's all that?
They'll be like, "Oh, can you cover this one? I will pay you back." Are you done?
Never me, baby.
But anyway, we're gonna close this video now. We definitely went off on a tangent. Like, this wasn't even what we planned to talk about, but we don't really want to be mad planning the conversations. Like, just take it naturally. You get what I'm saying? Well, yeah, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this. If you guys have any ideas as to what you even want to hear from us discuss, definitely send them in. Like,
because we're defo some girls that have some defo sick things to talk about. That's all I'm gonna say. Watch this fucking space.
Like, yeah, we got some things coming. We can even talk too much. No, honestly, man. Honestly, watch this space. Make sure you subscribe to Deborah Ola's channel. Make sure you follow Taleya on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to me, because once again, you didn't just watch a 20-something minute video and not click subscribe. Like, are you fucking dumb? But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. Bye.
Bye.